Politicians from both parties are sharing statements about the incident, saying they're relieved that Trump is safe. In the wake of all of this, Action News Now anchor Haley Watts went out to speak with the community about how they're feeling about this Trump rally shooting.
So I'm out here in Chico right now with Bob Mulholland, who is a Biden delegate, and you've been really involved in politics throughout your career.
Correct.
Bob, when you see something like what we're seeing today, I know that there's very limited information. We're not exactly sure what happened.
Right.
A lot of people, though, are calling this political violence. Have you seen anything like this in recent history?
I still remember exactly where I was for Kennedy's assassination. I remember the day George Wallace was shot. I remember the day Reagan was shot.
Yeah.
And I go by that Hotel Hilton in D.C. many times. The only thing at this point, I would think the Secret Service should stop allowing any outdoor rallies. That is a mistake. You know, as one who served in Vietnam, a rifle from a mile away, way outside of the perimeter, can take out a candidate. We don't know about this one, and I just heard that they arrested or took somebody under custody.
Somebody's in custody.
Yeah, but if I was the Secret Service, I'd tell all the candidates, no outdoor rallies, period.
Okay, so bigger picture, when it comes to something like this is something all across the nation people are watching, people are paying attention to. An incident like this, what sort of role does it play when it comes to just the democratic process in general, with the freedom of our country, when we have an incident that generates fear?
You know, this is a country that allows guns everywhere. 40,000 Americans die every year from the gun use. In Vietnam, 58,300 dead. And the only thing I can think of is that despite all the Secret Service, this happens.
Yeah.
It happened with Reagan, happened with George Wallace, and it certainly happened with Kennedy. So they better come up with new rules. That's my view.
Okay.
And it'll be a while before we know what exactly happened today. I listened to it, and it looked like Trump was lucky, because if it was a bullet, it obviously just hit his ear and blood, because if a bullet anywhere closer, he would have been dead.
There's a lot of speculation. We're hearing that the former president is okay from his team in the hospital at this time. You know, so much more to be determined when it comes to what actually happened today. You know, I'm just curious if after we see these sort of things happen, like what happened with Reagan, was there any sort of shift in how people voted, how people showed up to voice their opinion at the polls?
Well, after most of the attempted or killings like Kennedy, there was always, we got to crack down on guns. But in America, that's not going to happen. The political process won't allow that. Now, today, if this guy who shot at Trump, if he's inside the perimeter, that is a warning to the Secret Service that, hey, what happened here?
Yeah.
And, people are killed, leaders are killed all over the world, sometimes just with a chemical on a washcloth.
Yeah.
And Trump's going to have to be more careful, and Secret Service is going to have to be more careful, and President Biden's going to have to be more careful.
Okay, thank you, Bob. A lot of questions for the Secret Service. We're going to continue to learn more. For now, in Chico, Haley Watts, Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
In a national address, President Biden made a statement today saying everybody must condemn the attack, and says he hopes to speak to former President Trump when he is ready.